Good morning, good afternoon, good night guys, what is up? It's JoJo, and today we're just going to be talking about life. But before we do that, make sure you go ahead, like, subscribe, share, ring that bell if you enjoyed this video or find it helpful in any way. Follow me on Instagram, we're almost at 10K on that. I post daily updates about my life there, it's pretty funny. I'm sure you would enjoy it, that'll be down below. And thank you to Patreon who have been reaching out to me, talking to me, we've been chatting, you guys checking up on me, and I really appreciate that. With all that being said though, let's start this video about why every day is truly a blessed day to be alive. So obviously there's a pandemic right now, a global pandemic going on right now, and it's affecting everyone on a large scale and a minuscule scale. I feel like we've all been affected by this in many different ways. And honestly, I don't know about you, but there's been ways I've been affected that I never thought I would be affected. With all that being said though, this is the time when we have to remain positive and truly remind ourselves that every day is a blessed day to be alive. Life is still truly a blessing and we will get through this. We have to stay positive. Let me give you some examples. The biggest thing you have to remind yourself right now is that you aren't alone. No matter if you're in America, Italy, or anywhere in the world, we are all being affected by this. A lot of us are either being quarantined or actually being affected through this sickness, through family, and either way it's really easy to feel like you're alone right now in this huge pandemic. But trust me guys, you aren't. You have friends, you have family, and even if you don't have friends or family, which is not true, you have the people affected by this, and there's people who sympathize with you, empathize with you. So if you ever think you're alone through this, if you're ever just waking up in the middle of the night filled with anxiety or stress, just try to tell yourself it's gonna be okay and you aren't alone. We all need to get through this together. I think that's one amazing positive thing I've seen since all this has started, is that the amount of collaboration the government, America, the world, people have had working together, social media, all of us have been trying to come together to get rid of this virus that no one wants. No one likes this. No one likes being sick. No one likes losing family members. No one likes losing friends. People miss human interaction. We're not alone. You're not alone, and you're gonna get through this. Someone said this on my video the other day, and I found it so profound, and I hearted it, and I gotta find that comment again. But basically, this person said, just think about how amazing it's gonna be when we get to go back to Disney World. Now you can take this on a huge, larger scale. Just imagine when we do get back to daily life. That is something you can look forward to. My friend Chris actually, he keeps telling me the one thing that's getting me through this is the trip to Miami after this. And that's true. At the end of the day, we have so much more than ever to look forward to. I know it's not gonna be hard, and I know it's not gonna be the same right away, and it's gonna take time to rebuild what we had, our jobs, our lifestyles, everything. But you can look forward to that. That is something to have hope for. Hope is so important during these times, and if it's going to Disney for a vacation, or just going to your friend's house to dance with them, or even just go to a club and sing, or go to a bar, or go to a Chuck E. Cheese's, or go back to school and just see your pals, grade school, high school, college, no matter the case. There's something to look forward to. Right now it's so tough, but we will have such a deeper appreciation for life and the things that we got accustomed to after this. Another thing that is important is that relationships during this have and will be tested. I don't think anyone is used to being around one person or a group of people for countless days, countless hours. For example, me and Kyle, we're living together, and he's one of my good friends, and I've lived with him for the last 4 or 5 months, but I've never been used to one person being around me all day and having to share space on that kind of level. And we've had our fights, we're human, we fight, we yell, and I'm sure you guys have had your quarrels with your family or friends or whoever you're with right now. And to that I just say, that's okay. Don't be upset, don't get mad at yourself, don't blame yourself for getting a little agitated at your family or friends, but just know that is natural. But this is not a time to push away loved ones. Whether it's your mom, your dad, your sister, brother, girlfriend, boyfriend, uncle, cousin, this is the time to make sure you go call them, check up on them. If you haven't today, make sure you go text your loved ones, call your loved ones. It's very easy while we're social distancing to also just distance from people in general, because the isolation can make us feel so isolated. Why reach out to people? I'm not going to see them anyway. Don't think like that. It might not seem like much, but a small FaceTime, a call, a text, checking up on someone might make the hugest difference for them. And honestly guys, the reason why I can even talk on any of this and where I'm getting this from is not from other people, it's from myself, my experiences, what I've noticed in my own life and my family and friends' life. Life isn't easy right now. It's hard. I make positive videos and have been vlogging for you guys, and even those videos haven't been doing the best, but I do it because I know it makes people happy. I know it makes me happy. It's called self-care. Take some time during this video or after this video to ask yourself if you're caring for yourself. As much as it's important to reach out to others and make sure they're okay, you have to ask yourself, are you doing what you need to do for yourself? Self-care comes in a ton of different capacities, but for you it could be running, playing video games, taking a walk. You would never realize what tiny small change in a monotonous day can do for you. I've talked about this in my other videos, but even just going to the supermarket, getting outside. I went on the 10-minute walk. I'm like, all right, I've had enough of outside today. And I came back in, and that just changes the whole day. A routine might not be the best for some people, but it might help for you. Me and Kyle, we go on a night run, every other night, so that actually really helps. It gives us something to look forward to. Not only physically, but mentally, self-care is important. What that means is don't hate on yourself too much. If you're gaining weight, if you're not doing what you're normally doing, if you're not running as much, don't put so much pressure on yourself for that. It's okay. This is a challenging time that none of us have ever been through. So if things are changing in your own life, that's okay. For example, I'm up until 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. every single morning. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know that. But it's just, and at first I felt very, very kind of lazy about it. I felt bad. I was getting upset with myself, and I was just like, yikes, like I'm being a slob, like I'm being lazy, but we're not doing anything in the day. And once I told myself that it's okay, things got a lot better in that respect. So if there's things right now that you're not really enjoying, or you don't like some tendencies you're having, try to change them, of course. But if you can't because of what's going on in the world, that's totally okay. Give yourself some slack. It's gonna be fine. And on that last note of self-care, you have to make sure that you're fine. You have to make sure that others are fine. But remember, you must be able to love yourself before you can love anyone else. And that goes a long way even when it comes to reaching out to people. If you notice that people are becoming distant with you or just taking time for themselves, that's on them, and you can't really do anything about that. So if you notice that some of your relationships aren't the same, or one or the other's not reaching out, you don't know what's going on in their life. You don't know how they're being affected by this. This is just a hard time for everyone. So if you have relationships that are kind of struggling or not the same that they were before this virus, just remember, cut yourself some slack, cut them some slack. This is a tough time for everyone, and everyone has their own way of dealing with this. Some people might be very open about it, like me, but some people might be very reserved and handle it different ways. You truly never know what's going on in someone's life. So remember, that was a lot of information, but at the end of the day, love yourself, love others, stay positive, and don't be too hard on you or anyone else during this time, because like I said, it is tough. The point of this video is to remind you that life is truly a blessing, even when things get really tough like they are right now. A lot of us have never been through anything like this, and it's really easy to look at life and not appreciate it for its value. But at the end of the day, there is still value in life. There is still humans, there is still life, there is still positivity. I know that the other day, there was a lot of confirmed cases that were, healing. People are healing from this. People are getting better. I don't know the statistics, but I know people are getting better. Some people are becoming immune to this virus. This is a big hill, but we will get over this. As far as work goes, I have been furloughed recently, and I know other people have either lost their job or are out of jobs and going to food banks. But like I said, you just gotta stay positive, and the one thing you need to do is stay kind. Treat others how you would like to be treated. It's very easy to forget other people when you're suffering, but if we keep this holistic view of making sure everyone else is okay and working together like we're doing by social distancing, by staying in our houses to stop the, you know, the apex of this virus, then we will get through this. I know we will get through this. Tell yourself every morning when you wake up, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna get through this. We're gonna make it out of this together. And friends, people, reach out. Like I said, you're not alone, guys. Never, ever think you're alone. This virus wins if you think you're alone and it gets down to you. Never lose the value of life because it is so important. And just look how strongly we are all coming together to fight this virus. That's because we have a desire to live and we will be okay. Every day is a blessed day to be alive, especially right now, because we will appreciate all the days, you know, 6-7 months from now when this virus is out of here and we're going back into regular society. We're gonna love life so much. So if you're loving life now, you're gonna love life in the future, let me tell you. I know it's hard for people to, you know, be open with each other and, you know, share things. So the least I can do is share a little bit about me. I know some of you have been asking me. I've been okay during this virus. I've been trying to stay busy. Obviously, I feel we all have been affected by this in different ways. And for me, I did lose my cat, not because of the virus, but I did lose her. I love her. Her name is Yoda. So that was tough not being able to go home and be with my family, or just being with my family during this at all. But, you know, I talk to them as much as I can. I tell them about my life. I haven't been able to see too many friends, obviously, because of social distancing. I miss a lot of my friends, and at first I thought I was losing some of my friends from this because I wasn't talking to them. But like I said before, we're all just handling this in different ways. Me and Kyle are doing good. We coexist to the best we can. We just play video games and eat, and sometimes go to the grocery store. If you haven't checked out those vlogs, make sure you go down below and check them out. And guys, if you found this video helpful or enjoyable in any way, please share this to people. Share this on Facebook, share this on Twitter, share this on Instagram. This is just a normal person trying to be positive and spread a positive message that we will get through this, that every day is a blessed day to be alive. With all that being said though, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know down below. Like this video. I got my degree in counseling, you know, I don't got any masters or anything, but I do love talking to people and helping them and just getting them through the day. And if my video, this video, at least made one person's day better, then my goal is complete. So again, guys, thank you so much. Everything will be down below if you want to check it out. And remember, every day is a blessed day to be alive. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Hope to see you soon. Peace.